Hello everyone, I am Waqar Ali Khan, all-rounder, part of Cyprus Moufflons. Thank you.
As Abdullah Tasman charges in for the first ball. Very uncomfortably played by Hamza Rahman, but he gets that one away. Get a double header where two sides face each other. This one is popped up. Should be a simple catch, but he's made an absolute meal of it. This one's clubbed up in the air. It's popped up. It's not got much distance, just a lot of height. And Al Tasman gets underneath it, and there's no way that man's ever going to drop a catch. And Mohammed Hussein has just hit it to the worst man in the field. And they're 7 for 1, the Cyprus Moufflons, and a very poor start for them. So charges down the wicket. Hamza Rahman went fuller, and that was a brilliant bit of footwork. Danced down the wicket. He just clubs this straight into the olive groves. The Nicosia fighters. Very interesting tactics, very aggressive tactics. This one is popped right up in the air. Al Tasman has a chance to catch it, and he leaps up. And well, when it sails over Al Tasman's head, you know it's a clean 6. That was a brilliant leaping effort if you can just catch that one. Quite watchful. And this is a low full toss. He's always going to hit it. Think that's gone the distance. That's a brilliant 6. Didn't even go through with the full stroke. It's a wider delivery by Munna Rahman, and we saw how economical he was in the last over. Not on that occasion. That was a poor delivery. It was right there to hit. And after that confidence, Hamza Rahman gaining the last over. It was always going to be easy for him. Now we see Rahman go over the wicket to Mehran Khan, who strikes this cleanly. This one will go for 6. Think it's just about cleared the boundary rope. And yes, the umpire confirms that one. So another 6 for Mehran Khan. Oh, this is smacked by Rahman. Has this got enough on it? It does. Looks like it's just about cleared the boundary rope for a 6. And we await the final confirmation, but that one looks like it's gone the distance. The Moufflons came along and beat them by 39 runs and 18 runs. This one is popped up. There's no fielder there, and there is now Sarab Ahmed. It pops right through his hands, and his terrible night continues as nobody not named Al Tasman can take a catch for the Nicosia fighters. We saw him go for 21 runs. Misery. It's not only not gone for a boundary, but this one's hanging up in the air. There's another chance to catch it. What on earth has happened there? This is shocking stuff by the Nicosia fighters. The Nicosia Tigers will go back to that after this ball. This one is swung by Hamza Rahman. It's once again gone to the same region, and this time Munna Rahman finally takes it. He's pretty annoyed with Al Tasman. He's saying, "That's my catch. Stay right where you are. Let me take these." And maybe Munna Rahman had a point after all. Bowler come into this one. This is very well struck by Mehran Khan, as it'll go just past the commentary tent, and was almost there for me to catch, but and there's nothing we love more than as this is another wider delivery. Chance for a run out. All he has to do is hold on to his nerve, and surely Scott Austin will be run out. And how unfortunate for the young man. The young Zimbabwean hotshot has to depart without having faced the delivery. He was quite eager to run there. We see Al-Amin continuing. This one has gone up in the air. It's shot right up in the air. Might have collected some stardust on the way down, and Munna Rahman just never was in good position to take it. And once again, he's looking at Al Tasman. And Mehran Khan, well, doing exactly what we expect from him, as this one has just hit off his pads. He was angling back into him, and he's played it brilliantly. There's no fielder out there, so that's exactly where to play it. As we take a look at this one, just comes across the stumps. Does very well. Boy, the running between the wicket is exceptional. Goes for the slower delivery. This has gone straight to a fielder. Munna Rahman takes this catch, and we've seen him put down a couple, take one, and now he's taking a second. As Al Tasman runs in to bowl this 8th over. This is a shorter delivery. Tried to dig one in, but gave Gursevic Singh a bit too much width, and he's off to a good start with that boundary. Always does a great job broadcasting the Australian summer, as this one just goes straight over the fielder's head at square leg, and that's Gursevic Singh's first 6. As Al-Tasman runs in for its 5th delivery of the over, takes an inside edge, and well, when it rains, it pours. How's he going to respond? It's a full toss. This is going straight to a fielder, but it's going to sail over his head. That's another 6, and what a massive over for Gursevic Singh. He went straight after Al-Tasman, the ball just slipping out of his hand there. Look at that exceptional stroke. 125 is well within their reach. As Minhas Khan clubs this one, is it going to go straight to a fielder? It does. And this is a very well taken catch by Monirul Islam, who's had a very decent night with the ball in hand, and now he improves it with a catch. Go for a lot of runs. We saw Al-Tasman go for 20 in the previous over. Now Al-Amin coming in, having a quiet over, as this one will just be a single. And well, I don't know if the fighters will mind that too much. They'd probably not want Gursevic Singh to be on strike in the next over. This one takes an edge. Let's see how Sourav Ahmed responds to the pressure he's under. This one is clubbed by Abu Sufyan, and it'll go for 6. So Sourav Ahmed is really struggling. Oh, that one is on pace, but it goes straight to the fielder, and it went straight to Al-Tasman, the absolute worst man you can hit a ball to. And another brilliant catch taken by him at long on. Comes back in to bowl this delivery. Lakhwinder Singh won't even get a single as he's run out. And the Moufflon's innings will just fizzle out at the end as they just tighten the screws to close out the innings, the Nicosia fighters, and make sure that they give up just 11 runs in the last couple of overs. So Alvi Chowdhury will be pretty happy with how his boys have rounded out that innings, but this is still a big ask for the Nicosia fighters, and the Moufflons can be pretty pleased that they've set a target of 108. Getting the ball to move both ways. Let's see how he fares as he charges in for the first delivery. That's a fantastic ball. A little puff of dust at one of the tram line. It could have been a bit deceiving, but certainly didn't deceive the umpire. This one's popped up. Chance for a wicket. Waqar Ali's underneath it, but he's put it down. It's going to be some task for these fighters. There's not much respite. This one is popped up in the air. Yamin is underneath it. Will it be a cotton ball? No, it won't. As he slouches onto his knees and is really disappointed at that one. Let's see how he pulls his 5th delivery. This one is taking an edge, and it's finally taken by Minhas Khan. Yamin absolutely deserved that wicket of Parvez Mia. That spell to Mia was like Jimmy Anderson with the red ball on a cloudy day at Old Trafford. The ball kept going past his edge, and finally, as he runs in for the final delivery of the power play, strays onto the pads, and Al-Tasman does very well to work it off the pad. So go up against each other as we just watch Al-Tasman get the 2nd boundary. Oh, that's very well played by Al-Tasman. That was a nice shorter delivery and some very casual fielding by Mehran Khan, who's not known for being the greatest fielder. And Abdullah Al-Tasman has been a rare silver lining in this Nicosia fighters cloud. Waqar Ali coming back for the 4th delivery. Tries to come down the wicket, takes an edge, and Austin with a nice leaping effort. As Al-Tasman's back on strike, and he's the only one who's been striking the ball well for the Nicosia fighters. A lone star in a very dark sky. And he comes into bowl a 2nd over. Al-Tasman plays this one very well. One's a little too full, and that ball just spun past. Mehran Khan is having a very difficult night out there, a deep backward square leg. He ran from backward square leg, tried to go to fine leg, and this ball just took an awful spin. This was just prodded away. Very well played by Abdullah Al-Tasman. Some excellent cricket. This game has hit just a massive lull for the Nicosia fighters. Al-Tasman strokes this brilliantly. It's going to go for another boundary. Black Caps chase down a target of 108 as well, which is exactly what the Nicosia fighters are aiming to do. And now Al-Tasman gets his first 6. There's 3 overs left, and he's going to have to keep doing this over after over. This is brilliantly struck, and if he keeps going like this, then nothing is impossible. Abdullah Al-Tasman hits his 2nd 6 and his 9th boundary of the innings. He hasn't given up. He has not surrendered. He keeps going and keeps pushing. Fellow Nicosia Tigers were also a team of Bangladeshi expats, just like the fighters. This one is struck by Abdullah Al Tasman. Has it gone the distance? I wonder if it has. This is going to be an interesting decision. Has that hit the rope or has it gone for a 4? It's gone for a 4. But nonetheless, it's a half century for Abdullah Al Tasman. But now really it's a simple case of, can Al Tasman line them up and keep whacking sixes? This one's a full toss. If you bowl to him there, he'll keep lining them up. He set that one straight to the olive groves. What a shot by Abdullah Al Tasman. It slips out of Gurdeep Sharma's hand. Do remember, it's 8:30 local time. 30 now needed of 8. This one's another huge shot. Has it gone the distance? It certainly has. He's a man on a mission. He's playing the greatest innings we've seen this tournament. Words fail to describe just what a role he's playing here. 24 runs needed of 7 balls. Is he going to hit this one for a boundary as well? He plays this through cover. He picks the gap, and the Nicosia fighters are still alive. All thanks to one man, Abdullah Al Tasman. He'll move on to 70, the biggest score of this tournament. Al Tasman whacks this one. This has been up in the air. Gursevik Singh is settling underneath it. He'll take that catch and ice this game. The Cyprus Moufflons have held their nerve, and they've probably secured a victory. Abdullah Al Tasman gets pats on the back from everyone in that Moufflons team, and he absolutely deserves it. As we run out of adjectives to describe just how good that previous innings was, a top edge. And for the first time this inning, someone not named Al Tasman, the victims of the greatest innings ever, leading their side to a victory. And of course the Cyprus Moufflons will close this one out and pick up yet another win. They thought they were going to comfortably see this game through until that man, Abdullah Al Tasman, who's the only one we will talk about, step up and play that exceptional innings